Tonga from New Zealand. The Reverend Mumu Nuku'alofa and Chief Executive Officers of government ministries and agencies and their senior officials, the Clerk of the Legislative Assembly, the members of partner non-government organizations, senior officials from the Pacific Islands Forum Secretariat, the officers of the High Commissioner for the Human Rights Regional Office, and the Secretariat of the Pacific Community RT Center. Participants of this consultation workshop, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be invited to speak to you this morning. To our visitors from overseas, I offer you a warm welcome and wish to thank you for traveling to Tonga to join us on this important occasion. I would like to especially express the appreciation of His Majesty's government to the European Union for providing the necessary resources to hold this workshop, and also to the Pacific Islands Forum Secretariat for implementing that assistance. This morning is the start of the first ever Tonga National Human Rights Consultation Workshop, involving both government and non-government participants. As we all accept, human rights protection is a fundamental building block for the development of every free and democratic society, of which Tonga is no doubt such a society. Since the Edict of Emancipation in 1862, Tongans have enjoyed the blessings of liberty. Since the granting of the Constitution of Tonga in 1875, Tongans have further enjoyed fundamental rights bestowed on them. These include freedom from slavery, equality under the law, freedom of worship, freedom of expression, freedom to petition, the protection from unlawful detention, and the right to protection of one's life and property, to name just a few. Tonga is proud to categorically claim that it is a free and democratic society. Times, however, have obviously changed since the August day of 4th November 1875, when the Tongan Constitution was granted to our people and where the protection of rights was entrenched. Tonga has overcome immense challenges and has also risen from the depths of despair from various disasters caused by the unforgiving forces of nature due to the planet being in peril, or misguided individuals who were poisoned by the streams of extremism and naivety. Despite these setbacks, in the last 138 years of modern government, Tonga has progressed immensely in education, health, agriculture, fisheries, tourism, trade, infrastructure, law and order, and politics. All this progress has been inspired by the noble task of making a better life for all who live in this kingdom, both Tongan and non-Tongans, male and female, young and old, of different faiths and heritage, despite the various differences. In advancing progress, Tonga has had to conserve its cultural values and social structures, which makes it unique in the world. Tongan life is securely founded on the observance of respect, love, humility, loyalty, reciprocity, that it is grounded on faith in a one true Christian God. These are our national treasures, which we hold so dear to us and which no Tongan should ever surrender. Tonga welcomed the opportunity of dialogue that this consultation provides, and it is hoped that a balanced approach in progressing human rights in the kingdom is agreed. Let there be no doubt that Tonga embraces the protection, promotion, and advocacy of human rights for its citizens and all mankind, as do all civilized countries. Tonga has completed 2 reviews under the United Nations Human Rights Council's Universal Period Review process in 2008 and 2013. It has adopted constitutional and political reform to allow a more democratically elected government. It has advanced the protection of women and children from violence in domestic surroundings. It has adopted policies and practices to ensure gender equality and protection of the rights of the child. It has ratified international instruments on rights of persons with disabilities and the elimination of all racial discrimination. These are only some of the human rights advancements that Tonga has achieved, and I appreciate that there is more to be done, such as the creation of a national human rights institution and the ratification of fundamental international human rights treaties and conventions, and also the amendment of legislation to be consistent with international law. However, progress must always be cautioned. We should be careful that what we may take off the shelf from international fora may be too onerous to carry in the regional or domestic level. We should be vigilant that we may commit to do or stop from doing because others do the same may not be the sensible way in hindsight. We should be attentive that what we may assume is safe and good for us may turn out to be, over time, the erosion of our values as a society. Tongans are not oppressed, but their freedoms can always be expanded. Tongans are not denied access to opportunity, but they could always be equipped with skills and expertise to maximize benefits. Tongans are not deprived from destitution, but their lives can always be improved in the quality and quantity of services provided for them. These are the very issues I hope will be robustly debated this week. In conclusion, I encourage all participants to use this important occasion to have dialogue and debate, and to open your mind to new subjects and views, no matter how strange and foreign they may be. At the same time, I would remind you that we are currently the custodians of our cultural values and the navigators of our future. So I hope that debate and discussions are tempered with a sense of protection of value of what is Tonga. I would discourage negative scrutiny and finger-pointing and would call on your sense of positive contribution in identifying a way forward so that we as a nation and as a people may continue the protection of fundamental human rights so that we can develop and promote a just, equitable, and progressive society in which all enjoy good health, peace, harmony, and prosperity in meeting their aspirations in life. I wish you all well during the national consultation this week, and I look forward with anticipation to learn of the outcomes of your work. I now have the distinct honor and privilege to declare the Tongan National Human Rights Consultation Workshop open. Mala.